Any thoughts on that one this afternoon?
Yeah, it's a good win. Any win away from home is always pleasing. It wasn't the prettiest. It was a bit scrappy at times, but really pleased the boys dug deep to defend, to keep a clean sheet, and we've scored an excellent goal. When Mull's get in, we all thought goal. He's deadly in those type of positions, so I'm really pleased for him.
Really good finish in the end for him. It almost looked like he'd run out of space, but when he can produce a bit of magic like that.
Yeah, he's alive, and it's again the position he takes up and he gets in between. So really pleased for Luke. He's hadn't scored for a while, but now he's got 2 and 2, so he's in a good form. Really pleased to see us get the 3 points at the end there, particularly for our fans. It's travelled, I don't know what time they left at this morning, I imagine 5, 6, 7 o'clock to get down here today, and great to see so many of them here, and to get that 3 points for them was magnificent.
You had to fight for it as well this afternoon, hadn't you?
Yeah, we had to fight. Listen, it was always going to be a tough game. It's John's first game. His team were always going to be up for it. They surprised us a little bit with the shape. We didn't, not very often have I seen John's teams playing a back three, but they did today. So it was difficult. It was difficult to break it down at times. A back five and 3 midfield players who work as hard as like Coleman and Little. They're really good at that second ball and duels. And the 2 number 9s that wanted to run. So it was difficult. It was difficult for this afternoon, but we did the job. We did what we had to do, and we got the job done.
A tricky opening half an hour, but once that goal came, you managed the game superbly after that.
Yeah, I spoke to Owen Bailey before the game. I said, look, switch him around, because they like going towards their home fans second half. And I'm pleased he won the toss. So we had to weather the storm. The 20 minutes, 25 minutes that they were strong. But I always felt that if we can get in at half time, either 0-0 or 1-0 up, would win the game, and that was the case.
You mentioned Luke Molyneux kind of pouncing away in the build up to the goal, but that seemed to be work for you throughout the afternoon. Players making those runs, and it really put them on the back foot.
Yeah, he's developing it all the time. Also, he's making those runs on a regular basis, and you probably don't see the runs he makes. Seems like every week someone's shouting, doesn't it, in these press conferences. It seems like it's he's making those runs, but you don't see the runs he doesn't make. The ones where he makes, he doesn't quite get it. So I'm pleased for him.
As I say, he really had to kind of battle for that. Could it have been more comfortable?
What, the scoreline? The
scoreline, yeah.
Possibly. I mean, look, Billy's got a really good opportunity that I'm sure he's in there really fuming about, because he knows he's deadly in those sort of positions. But I don't think Teddy had much to do, although they had a lot of shots from distance and over the bar and things like that. I don't think he had many point blank saves to make, or saves where you think, oh, that was a tremendous save. So that's a credit to the team and the structure, and keeping him at bay for so long.
Again, he was strong when he needed to be in the air, Teddy, but also his defenders in front of him as well, when anything that came into the box were getting turned away. Yeah, listen,
a young lad making his debut in front of the back four today. So that'll be good for Charlie to see what League Two's about. He grew into the game, got us on the ball, particularly as the game went on. So great to get him involved so early. Rob, obviously, second game. I think it's a second start for us. So you can see what he's going to bring for us. And Ethan was excellent when he came on. You could see the directness and what he's about. He played a great ball that we probably should have got in from. But from a team structure point of view, and from the subs that came on, it's a real team effort today to get the 3 points.
I know you touched on it in your pre-match about Charlie, but just to show the impression he's made this week that he were thrown straight in for his
Yeah, he's had 3 excellent days of training, and we're fortunate we've got good midfield players, and Patrick Kelly to come back next week as well. So we're really pleased with what we've got, in terms of the midfield options, and the competition's strong.
How good does it feel difficult place to come anywhere regardless, but to come and with the overnight stay, the early kick-off and things like that, go away with 3 points?
Yeah, it's difficult. We came here last year, I think we'd won 10 in a row, didn't we? And we came to Gillingham last year thinking, can we make it 11? But you've seen how tough it was, and I don't think they had much to play for at the time. So you've seen how tough it is to come to here, and new manager. You always get that bounce and that fresh energy, and John's a good manager and he's technically good, so we knew it was going to be a tough game. People can look and go, well, Gilliam's been struggling. It was a completely different kettle of fish for us today, really. It was, like I say, it was always going to be a difference about the Gillingham team because of the fresh ideas that Jimmy and John will bring for them, and we had to be ready for that. Like I said, we weren't really sure in terms of what they were going to do, so the preparation for them wasn't probably as good as we always do with the boys, because we just didn't quite know. There was not much point of us working on a 4-2-3-1 when they came today and played a 3-5-2, or vice versa. So we had to be adaptable. We had to do a lot of work before the game and speak to the boys. And but even when the game started, it was a different shape that we thought it was going to be. So I'm pleased with the players that they can adapt to that sort of, you know, confusion before the game.
Our first win here since your last spell in charge of the club, so just show how difficult it is.
Yeah, I remember it well, to be fair. I think Malik scored a good goal, didn't he? Malik Wilkes here. Yeah, I think that it's a happy hunting ground here for me, really. Over the years, I've always come here and got good wins, but now I'm really pleased with that one.